Hello, today I wanted to talk about my tag character. It's been a while since I tagged anything. As you guys know, I untagged the Hashishine for just obvious reasons. Just wasn't skilled enough to keep it going. Played the Zerker too much. My guild hated it when I wasn't playing the Zerker because he's just so dominant in large scale. So every time I brought the Hashishine, I always got yelled at. So yeah, I'm not allowed to have fun in this game. I'm kidding. However, stop yelling at me, please. Anyway, so with that being said, I did tag the Valkyrie, and the reason I did this was because she's a DR class and I'm full pen DR, so it was probably the best option, and just from the looks of it. And I gotta say, I'm very happy with this character. She is actually slept on immensely. There's only a few Valkyries in BDO console that I'm aware of, like Burrito's one of them. I know Bears is one of them. I think there's like maybe a couple more that I can't remember off the top of my head, but those are the ones that are the most notable for me. Either which way, the Valkyrie is a very solid class. She is absolutely a grind monster, and she's a PvP monster. I'll say that my PvP experience with her is very minuscule. I've only brought her to a few like node wars. I honestly didn't even really get to node war with her because most of the times it was just kind of like really shitty stick drops and stuff, so I didn't really get to even do much with her. But it's, from what I could tell, her 100 probably one of the best in the game, and you'll get feeds and feeds and feeds. Her grinding, phenomenal. It's super simplistic. All you got to do is keep your crit buff up and then throw your shield around and then just stab the motherfucking ground. Terra Sancta does a dummy thick amount of damage, and her combos are super simplistic. It's just back RB while everything's on the ground for the down attacks, and then Terra Sancta, and then from there, you can do forward B into forward RT, and then you can just keep redoing it, and you can even just spam RT and it will kill things. And then not to mention, if you keep your crit buff up, which is just back X or back square for PS4 players or PlayStation players in general, you just keep like 100% crit if you have the right skill add-ons with her, and then you do shield throw, which does a lot of damage and then stiffs the mobs. It's really solid. I love her grind. It's quite possibly one of the easiest, most chill grinds I've ever played. Definitely not more chill than like, a Guardian where you're just pressing like 3 buttons, but it's still like, it's technical enough for me to get that satisfying response that I enjoy, while also being able to like produce results that are very positive. So far at the moment at Stars End, I'm pulling like 6k trash or 6.2 around that, which is about the same as the Zerker. I'm assuming I can push it a little bit further if I, get comfortable with her and whatnot, but she is very solid. So I guess like the whole point is just to kind of suggest that if you haven't played the Valkyrie, because she is very much slept on, and I think a lot of people don't realize that when you play her, she does no damage if you don't keep your crit buff up, and that's the important part. Your Celestial Spear, if you don't keep that up, she basically doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So as long as you're keeping that up at all times, which you can have it up like every 5 or 6 seconds, something along those lines, you are doing a fuck ton of damage, especially with Terra Sancta. That the 25% does so much. Not to mention, just even regular Terra Sancta hurts. Like if you have them on the ground, you'll one-shot people with super low AP. Like you can be like maybe 269 and insta-kill people with Terra Sancta. I think one of the gripes that I have with her is that you have to hotbar her grab, which is very unfortunate, but it's still actually very useful. It still works, it's still good. It takes some time getting used to, but it is actually still very good. I have not yet tried out her Succession because I've just been having so much fun with Awakening. Just the big lance is super fun, and I just like holding shield and then just stabbing things with a fucking lance. It just feels so good. It really does. I don't really understand why she slept on. I'm assuming that people just don't really understand how to play her and don't know how to get damage out and don't know how to engage with her, but she is a more technical character, but not the most technical character. I think the biggest thing is the crit buff that most people don't understand. So overall, I think Valkyrie is probably going to be my perma tag for a good while until I, maybe tag Warrior. I still need to get skill points on the Warriors, which is the main reason why I haven't tagged him. So I'm kind of like sitting waiting for him to get some skill points, keeping him on the dummy for a while till about like 1500. But I'm definitely gonna try him out at my gear score because that's gonna be fun as well. But for now, Valkyrie is very solid. She's very fun. I just wanted to kind of recommend it because I don't see a lot of Valkyries. I really don't. If you haven't made a seasonal character yet, try out a Valkyrie. She's very solid, 100%. She's very good. But anyway, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to talk about my tag because a lot of people have been asking what I tagged. And Valkyrie, yeah, I tagged her and she's fun. I like her a lot. But that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
I'm the one, yeah she knows I'm the one, yeah she knows I don't need no kind